Oh boy, is this the life. I mean, look at that. 2 chairs. We can just sit back and relax, put our drink and our snacks. We need a table. Let's build a table. So we're going to start right over here. And over here are all the parts left over from those 2 chairs. I'm hoping to make a nice little table. Let's get it going. You going to help, Kaya? Good girl. So the legs will be, they're already cut basically. 37 inches is going to be their length. I'm going to run these through the planer just to pretty them up a little bit. So we'll do that. The framework around the top will be out of 2x4. To maximize all my stuff, I'm going to do them at 16 inches. So I'll cut these to 16, miter the corners, and put it together. I'm going to 45, all the top banding that goes around for framework. That cedar smells great. Okay, now I'm going to set up a fence. Interesting little tidbit. So I have 45 all of these on this end. I want the overall length, long point to long point, to be 16 inches. But my setup is such that I'm going to be cutting the short point up here. So I can just go here at 16, just subtract 1.5 inches, which equals the thickness of the lumber, and that will make it correct. So so that would be 16. Subtract 1.5 right there, and then I'll set up a fence. I have a bar clamp over here. Let's see, right there. Make sure it all comes the same. Good. I'm at a 45, so I'm creating the other 45. Let's see. So I wanted 16 inches long point to long point. Let's see. I'm off an 1/8 inch, but I have it all. I'm an 1/8 inch under. I have this set, so I'm going to make them all, will be 15 and 7/8 instead. Incredible. Perfect, they're the same. Okay. 2 more. Love the smell of that cedar. All right, let's go around the table, see what we've got. Interestingly, we already know what we've got. Let me move these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is upside down, but the legs will be inside of here, because wood cut on a 45 wants to, when you're trying to secure it together, it's easy to have that move. I just put clamps on everything so that it's good and solid, so I can run these screws in. I'm just really wanting to get these joints like perfect if I can. These are, I'm just using up screws that I have. These are 2 1/4 stainless. They're primed white on the head, but I'm going to countersink them a little bit, so I don't think it'll even hardly show up. No, that's great. That is perfect. 2 on this side. Okay, so I just did I'm going to put one down here. So I'll remove the clamps flip it over. That's a very good, very good, very good, very good. I like that. Okay, so that's the top. Now the legs, I want to run these through the planer. They're a little bit rough on just one edge. So I'll do that right now. I've started a couple of screws on this side. I'm just basically pushing it right into the corner. And verifying, of course. That's good. Right on. Same here. Start some more screws here. I want to put a shelf for underneath. And another thing that this will do is move the legs in or out as needed. So I'm going to just put a temporary support under here to catch them, so it'll rest well on that. You can tell already that I've got to move the legs in or out. That looks great. I took the remaining 5/4 material that was long enough, and I also, out of these left, I had 4 more of these 37-inch legs from the chairs, and I took one of those and I cut 2 more, or cut 2, not 2 more, and so that it'll fit something like that. Except I need to run these through the planer to bring it down to this, and then I'm going to run these through the planer to smooth up this edge on some of them. And because I also would like to get just a little bit of spacing so that water wouldn't just sit on there. So the first thing is going to be plane these down. And pick that board up. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now, I'm going to run these through that have the rough edge just to smooth them up. I took a little bit of width off. I hope it wasn't too much. I don't think it was. No, not at all. I'll get something just to do a little spacer here, and then we can secure those down. I've secured down this first one, and I'm just using sheetrock screws basically to get an even spacing. Just using this it worked out a full inch overhang, so I just bring it up to the side of the framing there. There it is. So, okay, so they're here. Kaya, you want to sit up in the chair? I bet you she does. Come on. There we go. Let's see how long she'll sit here. You've never sat in this chair, have you? No. So it was about an hour and a half to build that table. Wasn't too bad. I did not put the shelf on the bottom. It could do that. But anyway, a couple of chairs. Oh, she wants to get down. You going to get down? Okay. Woof. Okay. She just wants to go eat the chickens, that's all. So that was a really fun project. Again, made these 2 chairs, and all the leftover materials was enough to build this. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go look at the chickens for a minute. Hey, chicks, what are you doing? Buck, buck, buck. She really likes to think she could get in there and eat them. Is that what you want to do? They've been really good so far. Haven't had any problems with them out here. It seems they like to lay right here, and they dig down a little bit in the gravel and just lay there. The coop, the run, does have a sort of a ceiling / roof. I don't know if I ever showed you that. I don't know if you can see it, but it has chicken wire up there, poultry wire, just to keep the hawks and eagles and whatever out of here. We're still getting a routine down as far as getting them in at night. Some days they'll just stay in there the whole day. Some days they like to stay out here, and then towards the end of the day, some day they like to hang out here, and then I have to chase them, pick them up. So far, I don't think there's any roosters. You can see how even just a domesticated dog is trying to dig in there. So obviously a wild animal would. How's it going?